All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I'm your host, pilot, lead singer, and driver of the airplane, Uncle B. Hello, Mick. How are you? Today we are going from Gatwick to Isle of Man. Um, it says we can get there in about an hour and a half. I think we can get there a little bit quicker, possibly. Maybe closer to just over an hour. If that's the case, if we get it done very quickly, we'll do the reverse. We'll go from Isle of Man back to Gatwick using the same route. It'll just be backwards. It'll be EGNS to Wall to Han to EGKK. So that's the plan. Um, as long as we don't run into any hiccups or delays or anything like that. I think the weather's pretty good. Let's bring up the. So what we're looking at, hopefully you can still see this. Let me see if it pops up on the. There it is. Okay, perfect. So we have an ILS approach, but it's not like a standard sort of, you come in, you can kind of do this, but we're not going to use that. This arrival portion kind of, and then into the ILS. We're going to go all the way to the airport. We're going to fly around, come out at about 6 or 7 miles from the airport, and then turn back in and land the plane. We got a nice headwind coming into our runway. 24 knot headwind, so it's not a very long runway. It's only about 7,000 feet long, but there's like all this. Let me take this off so you can kind of see. So the runway, it says that it starts here, but there's all this additional sort of area here. So I'm going to try to get low. We're going to come in at about 2,000 feet when we come in on final. But we've got a little bit, I think it's a little bit longer than 7,000 feet. It looks like they added on to the runway itself here and here. So I think we're going to have plenty of space, but we're going to try to get in low, get the wheels down as quickly as possible so we can get the plane under control. We're on a slight downhill coming in, just a very minimal downhill, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. And we'll park it and we'll see how our time is. But we'll leave this here actually, this approach chart. This one, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. So we'll leave that up. We got the little nav map as well. This is our route. We're going to take off from Gatwick. We're going to head near our first waypoint is just near Birmingham. And then we're going to split Liverpool and Hawarden. I'm probably butchering that name, but so we're going to split those two, and then we're going to go down over the water and head right for the Isle of Man. And it's pretty low here, so I think we can come around the airport, make a big left, and just make a big left turn all the way back out here, and then land it. So yeah, that's the plan. That's kind of what it looks like. Just a different viewpoint of our flight. So give me just a minute. I need to do one thing real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Ah. Alright, let's get started here. So what's new, Mick? You doing alright? Happy Saturday to you. It's good catching up with you yesterday. Ooh, foggy at Gatwick. Alrighty, let's get our stuff going here. Let's get this out of the way. Gotta see what we're doing here. Oops, no, another one. There we go. Alright, let's get that all set. Get this set, about 200 feet. Rest day, no shops today, thank goodness. Nice. Yeah, we went out yesterday and it was a bit of a madhouse. A lot of traffic, a lot of. That on. Let's see what else we gotta do. Oh, let's make sure. Crack throttles a little bit. Alright, let's get our plane started up here. Yeah, definitely. Really enjoyed that. Alright, we got our lights on. Now there's only one. Ooh boy, this is going to be a tight turn. I don't want to clip these buildings. Let's get some altitude dialed in first. We'll get about. Should be drone free on the. Yeah. I hope so. Alright, let's see here. Let's talk to. Well, let's. Oh, just right there. Oh. That's a short little taxi then. Alright. I think we have more than enough fuel to get us there. I'm going to add just a smidge more. Just to be safe. Just never know sometimes. Alright, let's get going here. Yeah. Well, it seems like it's getting dark a little bit earlier today. Although, well, it's maybe just because of the clouds. Wait, where? Oh, well, that's all right. We'll go up here and then move up onto the runway. Yeah, it looks like it. That's all right. Not sure if we'll see much of anything today, but that's okay. Looks like the clouds are pretty low overall, but it may clear up as we get north, maybe? I don't know. I don't think this is the. Wait a minute. No, I don't want this runway. I want the other runway. I want 26 left. That's all right. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're gonna go over here to 26 left. I want the longer runway. I mean, I think I could make it, but I'd rather not chance it, you know. Hello, Mela. How are you? What's new? Anything exciting happening? So once we get in the air, we'll have a. We're going to talk about some stuff. Going for new buffet. Oh, we got snow this morning too. Nice. Oh, good. We had we went to a barbecue place, not far from here. Yesterday, I had a chopped beef barbecue sandwich. It had a nice smoky barbecue sauce. It wasn't too much. It was just the right amount. Although you can get a little, like cup of it if you want. If you want more sauce, um, it's a famous place. I'd never heard of it, but apparently in when it comes to food and all that, this place is very well known barbecue place. They do ribs, they do chicken, they do beef, they do. You can order a whole smoked turkey for the holidays. They got pies. Not a lot of them, but they have some world famous pies apparently. Oh, forgot something, didn't I? I gotta open. Gotta do this, and we need to lock the tail wheel. Yeah, it was pretty fantastic. So good stuff. All right, let's go. Ooh, apply a lot of right rudder today. It seems. Must be having one heck of a crosswind across Gatwick. we're fast enough now. We can get in the air. All right, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, it does sound pretty good, doesn't it? Some lady was in there ordering one for Christmas, and you got to give them 3 days notice when you place your order. Otherwise, it won't be ready on time. And they have a whole area behind the little restaurant that's their smokehouse. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. There must be a heck of a crosswind because it seemed like I had to put a lot of rudder on just to keep it going down the runway correctly. All right, I think we are. We can go ahead and start turning. Oh, it's called Miss Myra's. It was. It's been featured on a lot of food shows over the years. It's not a big place, but it does the business. Like lunchtime, it's packed. Um, yeah, it's a little it's a small place, but yeah, they do well. And the thing of it is, it's all mostly older people that work there. They don't have any young staff. It's all people who would normally be retired. Oh, I didn't put in the frequencies. Yeah, it's a little place, but it's 11365. Um, let's get our receivers on, and then 11410. All right, there's that. Of course. Yeah. Melissa, I gotta check this out. Three. So that doesn't make any sense. All right. Yeah. Oops. Hello, Joseph. You're just in time. We just took off from Gatwick. Uh oh. Uh oh. No, 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 no. Not off. Not off. Not off. Ah, jeez. My goodness. That almost got ugly. Uh oh. It did shut off. Okay. That almost got ugly, didn't it? Woo! Well, that's the difficult part about if you're, like I'm trying to get it to the auxiliary tanks, right? But it went to the off position. And I'm like, wait a second, I didn't want to turn the fuel off. All right, we're back on course. There's a big crosswind. Okay, we're okay. Well, you got to put some snacks in your man cave there, Mick. That's what you got to do. And then you won't get in trouble. What's new, Joseph? You doing all right there, young man? You get your Christmas shopping done? Did you get it? You got an ugly sweater to wear for Christmas this week? Coming week? You go get your hair cut too? Don't forget to go get your hair cut before Christmas, so your mom can take some nice pictures of you. Good. You're going to your nan's for Christmas. Well, leave your phone at home. Oh, nice. Yeah. Go spend time with your nan. Don't take your phone with you and start seeing who's streaming and all that. Your nan might not have many Christmases left in her. No. You need to come on, Joseph. You can leave it at home for a little while. Go be with your nan. That's more important than the phone. Don't make a Miller come over there and snatch you up and bring you back to the Bronx. All right. Oh, okay. You be taking some videos of your niece open. Okay. Well, that should be the only thing you use your phone for. Don't be. Mella's here. Mella's here. If you had to look over your shoulder, you know Mella's here. Yeah, there you go. Bring her some flowers, too. I'm sure she'd like that. um. So, well, the ads start here in about 3 minutes, so we'll wait. We'll talk once the ads start. Mel is here to make sure you're either to check if you're naughty or nice, Joseph. You know, there's always that open one-way ticket to the Bronx. You got a lot of presents for your niece. Okay. Well, that's good. Mel looking up restaurant. I had a feeling that as soon as I told him Mello about that he'd be like, "Ooh, I gotta check this place out." It's a pretty big deal. Like it's very well known. Um, I this is the first time I've ever been. So, but it was good. It was worth it. All right, we're almost at 8,000 feet. We got a little bit more to go. Oh no, we're gonna level off at 8. What did I? I don't know why I thought it was higher than that, but I was looking at smoked turkey. Yeah, I didn't know they just had like a little menu right there while we were waiting for the food. So I'm like, I gotta snatch this and see what all they have. And it's pretty honestly for the price that you pay, it's pretty worth it. It seems like it's really well made. Like it's yeah. So I was pretty impressed. That sandwich was pretty spot on. It just had it was the right amount of sauce. It wasn't like all sloppy, but it was just like it was perfect amount. I don't like sandwiches where you put like if you got a barbecue sauce or something like that, it's just like all over the place when you go to take a bite, you know. So no, it was and the pies you can either get the whole pie or you can get just a slice. But they don't have like cherry pie or apple pie or nothing like that. It's like key lime or you know they have the peanut butter pie. They have chocolate cheesecake, I think, pie or something like that. They only have like a very like maybe 5 or 6 pies total, but apparently everybody loves those pies aside from the barbecue. So they're really yeah, they have the pecan pie for that Mick likes. So yeah, it's but you just don't when you drive up to it, it doesn't look like much. It's just kind of like it's a very small place, but they do the business. Like uh and they've got wood stacked out in front for their smokers and for their indoor barbecue stuff or whatever. So I don't know what type of wood they use. I'm guessing maybe hickory, possibly. But yeah, it's yeah, it was pretty good. Um, but yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, it was madness because it's over hickory. Yeah, it is a popular wood for barbecuing or smoking. I know some people they have like the pellets that are, it's got the same sort of wood, the hickory, but they, yeah, it's pretty fantastic. But see, it's over near that whole area is kind of like for take 50 years to well, like, see, that area where we went is kind of like like the posh kind of area of Birmingham. It's like very wealthy, uh, you know. Um, hey, Scruffy, thanks for the resub. Good morning. How are you? Let me give a shout out to Scruff. That should be it. There he is. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate that. um, so it's a very fancy part of the area. So there's like they have Vestavia Hills, they have Cohaba Heights, and they have Mountain Brook, and so they're all kind of. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just we're on our way up here to Isle of Man. Christmas cooking. Yeah. You definitely caught Abella's ear now. You might as well say what you're making. Since we've been talking about food, I was telling him about that place we went the other day for that. I went for that beef sandwich. But it was just nuts over there. Good Halloween, yeah. I know, huh? But yeah, it is what it is. But they, yeah, it was just madness over there. Like the big shopping area, they call it the Summit, and it's got like all these, it's got department stores like Belk's and some other places. They got a Barnes and Nobles, but it's split in half. Like one side has a bunch of shops and it's got little restaurants and stuff. But it was just madness over there yesterday. Spicy meatballs, cocktail weenies, chip dip, sausage and cheese dip, and a brown sugar honey ham. Ooh. Spicy meatballs. That sounds good. Mm-hmm. That sounds fantastic, actually. Oh, okay. Good deal. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. I did see that you were hoping for a 2-week break here pretty soon, and hopefully you can get some streaming in. Which brings it up to today's flight, brought to you by Parasocks Airline. Parasocks. Just because you have a pair of socks does not mean they have to match. Except, Joseph, wear matching socks when you go see your Nan for Christmas. All healthy foods, yeah. Scruffy will show you his mismatched socks. Mishmash. Mismatched socks when he's back to streaming here, hopefully soon. Oh, Monday. I will be if I always do. Yeah, okay. I got to remind you. Just making sure. So yeah, Monday. Ooh. Depending on what time you start, I might be able to hop in with you for a bit. It'd be good to fly with the. There's that tongue twister. Yep. With the airline president and CEO. But yeah, it'd be good to see you back on the screen. I'm getting tired of looking at Kev's face. Oh, okay. Good deal. See, I've heard mixed things about that because some people are saying they've had problems like they complete a job and they don't get paid what they're supposed to, and so they have to redo it again, and then but I'll be curious to see how that goes. Yeah, it'd be good to see you again. Since the last stream I did. Okay. Well, I know they had an update yesterday. It's a small one, but it seemed kind of vague. Like it says it fixed some planes, but they didn't say which planes were fixed. So it's kind of like everybody's like, okay. So it's like hit and miss what might be fixed and what might not be fixed, So let's talk about 2024. I know before I said we were going to try to debut it in January. I I get the very funny feeling, and I could be wrong about this, but it seems like some people have no real major issues or very minor issues, and some people have a lot of issues. It's like it's hit and miss. And my biggest fear is I'd be one of the ones that has issues, which I may turn into a person I don't like very much, for lack of a. I don't want to get too in depth with what I'm saying, but I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid the frustration. It could go phenomenally well, and it could just be an utter, you know. So I'm going to hold off for a little while longer, only because I think then because the team they're going on Christmas vacation, and they shouldn't like run themselves into the ground. They should go enjoy their time with their family. They're human beings too, and then come back and hit the ground running in the new year. I hope that's what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure that's their plan of attack, but only time will tell. So that gives time for a few more updates, some more fixes, and then we can get at it. Okay. So I'm targeting March. Now that is not set in stone. Okay. I'm not going to promise March is the deadline. No, we're going to look at things through the rest of January into February. And then if it feels like there's a significant improvement and all that, then we'll go into the new sim and we'll get things started. So March it may be, but it may be delayed a little bit longer. I want to do it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm trying to push off in the new, that I'll never go in the new sim. I will. I just rather have a bit more stability in place before, because I don't want to be one of those people that just has a boatload of problems and then I'm just like, I say a bunch of things I'll end up regretting later. So I'd rather kind of like give it time. So it's not going anywhere. It's not like I've deleted it and gave up and got a refund and said the heck with it. No, but we have a stable, thing that we can fly in. Next Saturday, I'm shooting to do a hoping, planning, praying, whatever you want to call it. Hoping and a wishing, da 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 da. No, no, I'm trying not to be that guy. It's just I've done that in the past where I've raged and it gets bad and then it's embarrassing and yeah, I just rather yeah, I'll drop a lot of F-bombs and other words and then so no, I don't want to do that. I mean, it would be easy to do, but nah, I'd rather not. But so we'll get into it eventually. That's still the plan, but I don't want it to be uh, a thing where like I'd rather it not be that kind of like kind of thing. Um, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Um, but next Saturday we're gonna be in the F4 Phantom. Uh, they we're gonna fly in the UK with that. Hopefully the weather's okay, but we can change the weather because it's not like I'm doing a flight. Okay, no problem, Scruff. I get it. Yeah, it's something I'm working on, uh, but it's not an easy thing. But anyway, so we're gonna do that. If all goes well, I gotta tinker with the F4. I've not flown it in God knows how long, so we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to take off from way up north, maybe like Edinburgh or somewhere up there, and then we'll just kind of zigzag our way down to somewhere, find an air base to land it, and so we'll have some fun, just something different, and and then we'll be done for that. That'll be the last stream of the year. We'll get back to it on the 4th of January. We'll be in 2020. My plan for now is I want to fly the DC-3, and B, I want to go to places that I've not been to yet to get the flags. So say I can been to this country or whatever. So I'm going to try to find flights that are a reasonable distance that I land, I get a flag at a place that I've not been to before, just to get credit for that. And then, so that will be the plan for those Saturdays. We may do something fun off and on in another plane, here and there until hopefully things are improved for 2024. And then we can start the ground school, start the career mode, and go from there. Now Mick and we're gonna career together, but even though there's not a multiplayer aspect, but we picked a place in Florida that is a small airport. You could do a flight school. You got to do ground school, you got to get your private pilot's license first. So we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna do all that at that airport in Florida, and then once we start our own businesses as pilots, we're going to operate out of there, and then eventually we're going to branch out. Now, we may not branch exactly the same at some point, but that's, we'll deal with that when the time comes. So, but we're going to try to do stuff, take the same jobs, try to earn the same money as much as possible in order to buy more planes, expand the businesses, and all that, and go from there. So I wish there was a way that you could have multiple careers, like if you wanted your own career, and then if you were, like you can do like small cargo, you can do like tourist flights. So like what we picked in Florida, for instance, isn't far from the Kennedy Space Center. So hopefully there's a job, some tourist flight jobs where you take off and you go over to the Kennedy Space Center and all that. You fly a route and then you bring the passengers back. But where apparently the money is right now they may change it, is cargo. That's where you're making the most bang for the buck. You start off with small cargo like in a Cessna 208, and you're just moving stuff. You can do like skydiving jobs. You can do, there's like all kinds of stuff. Whatever you pick, you get the more money out of it based on, I think, the type of job. Apparently the tourist flights are not very well paying, but you got to grind a bunch of those in order to get enough money to buy a Cessna 208 so that you can start moving cargo, and then you do that enough times and you can buy a bigger cargo plane. So there's steps, but there's a grind to it apparently, and that's okay. But see, the only drawback is that it it almost seems you're going to have to fly 7 days a week, in order to make money to keep moving forward in your career. So you have to get certifications for like multiple engines and turbo, like there's a whole, all these things that you would have to do to keep progressing and be able to do more, kind of like in the real world. So that's the only drawback, is that, it's not like if we fly on a Saturday and we do a tourist flight job. Well, if you don't fly the rest of the, all the weeks, the days prior to Saturday, you're not going to make a whole lot of money, and you're going to be kind of stuck. So it would require, like you got to do, even if you do small jobs kind of thing, in order to keep the money coming in. So, yeah, it's just a very kind of, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, so that's the plan. Once things kind of get going, that's what we're gonna do. I wish that the career was multiplayer, and that you could have like, your, like a bunch, like if Scruffy had Parasox Airline as a overall like business, and that everybody under Parasox could fly, and it helps the business overall, right? Or we all take the same job and we all make a boatload of money, you know. So, um, I was hoping that was going to be how it was, but it's not. So that way, you get a group of people together and you all have the same job and you all can see each other. But there still is uh, free flight, where it has multiplayer, but apparently the multiplayer is not that good either. It's got its own issues. So, all right, we're almost at Birmingham. We got about another hour to go to our landing. So I think we'll go ahead and try to do the return flight today as well. Get 2 flights knocked out, and there we go. Hopefully 2 fantastic landing rates too. We'll see. So that's the plan. But I know part of it is Mick's computer is still in op, so waiting on him to get it repaired as well, so that when we're ready to do stuff, we can do that. So, trying to think what else. So that's the plan for going into the new year. We'll keep flying the DC-3. We'll try to find interesting places to go. Interesting places to fly, take off and land at, so that we get the flags and all that. But I'm like, this will be flight 27 or 28. Let me look at my FS Hub achievements. Let's see, the Exhibitionist. I have so this will be flight number 28 out of 50 in the DC-3. So I want to get that achievement done. What else is there? I need 295 more flights on FS Hub to get 1,000. 200? Yeah, I'm at 705. This will be 706. Um, so, so yeah, I got a lot to work on, and just tried to knocking out achievements and all that just for fun. So, but that's the plan. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit so that we manage our expectations together. Um, which is important, I think. Um, yeah, the career mode seems to be very popular in the new sim. It's just that people sometimes they're doing it and they finish the job. They're like, okay, I want to get paid. I'm like, no. So, so yeah, that's where things are. So, all right, we're almost at Birmingham. This was the longest leg of the flight. We got 82 nautical miles to our next VOR. That's coming up. We'll be over the water before you know it. We'll be at Isle of Man. We'll park it, shut it down, and then we'll redo the flight plan in reverse, and all that. Good thing I put a little more fuel in the tank. So, that's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. All right. So what I'm going to do now is dial in the. So let's look at our. Let's pull up the chart real quick. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's pull this up. So we have. This is what we're looking in for our approach today. You'll see it pop up here in a second. There we go. All right, so we have our frequency for the ILS, the localizer. We have an port approach course, and our height needs to be at 2,000 feet when we're on final. So we're not going to put all this in. What we're going to do is we're going to fly towards the airport, and we're going to make a big wide left turn all the way around, and then we'll line up. Okay. So when we get here, it says at 3,000, but I'm going to put us at 2,000 feet by the time we reach the airport here. And then we'll start circling. The area is pretty low around the airport. So, I'm not worried about a mountain or anything like that. But even if we went this far out, it's only 15, almost 1,600 feet at its highest peak. So we're okay. So we're going to just come around and kind of make up our own big pattern here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 111.15 for our next waypoint. our next frequency. We'll go ahead and put that on once we get close to the airport. So right now, what we're looking at, if we pull open our little nav map, we've already passed over near Birmingham. We're on our way to split between Liverpool and Hawarden. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. So we'll actually not be far from Manchester and all that. And then it's only a 37 nautical mile run to our destination. Okay. So we're only at 8,000 feet. Right? So once we're past this waypoint here, this VORDME, Wallasey, I'm probably butchering that too. Sorry. Then we'll begin our descent. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna put it once we turn towards the airport. I'm gonna put it in a 500 foot per minute descent, going from so that we should be at 2,000 feet roughly by the time we get here. Okay. And then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna turn. We're just gonna be making a big loop around. So we're aiming to be at about here when we turn back in. So that's the plan. Close enough. Good job. All right. Thank you, Mick. I try to get it right if I can. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back the same way. It'll just be in reverse, and then we'll land back there at Gatwick. I'm going to shoot for the long runway here, the 10,000, almost 11,000 foot runway, just so we have enough. We can float it down the runway if necessary. That's the plan. So that's what we're going to do. Any questions, concerns? You know who the complaint department is. He should still be in the chat, I think. You can always send a complaint to Joseph. I don't know what he'll do with it, but you could always let him know, I didn't like this and here's why. And he'll be like, okay. And when you complain, be very technical about the complaint. Because I want you're going to do something while you're here, Joseph. His nap time, I think. I'm giving you a responsibility. I trust you to handle the complaints. So be very technical in your complaint. Tell them, just be like, tell them everything. I feel it. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Joseph. My goodness. Cosford. I've heard of Cosford before. Cosford's an RAF base, isn't it, Mick? Mmm. Just 8 eggs. I had 3 hard-boiled eggs earlier for breakfast. There, that's what I thought. I remember hearing that name before. Wasn't the what's the wrong thing? Cosford. Well, that's a small little. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's it. There's there. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. We're not. We're not. Well, it doesn't seem like we're that close to it. Don't like eggs. No. Oh man, eggs are fantastic. Hard boiled, scrambled, fried, over easy. Mmm. You don't have your eggs. What is it called? How do they put it, Mick? With the little you put it in the little holder and you crack the shell and you eat it that way. You put it on like toast or something. Um, you know what I'm talking about. What's it called? It's such a British way to eat the eggs too. Oh, Costco has air shows. Nice. Okay. Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict. That's it. Yeah, they put it in a little holder and then you eggs and soldiers. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you crack the top of it and then you spoon it out and you put it on your toast or whatever. I think that's eggs Benedict or egg and soldiers as Mick calls it. I don't think I've ever eaten eggs Benedict, but I'll have them scrambled, fried, over easy. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, I got to get a picture, don't I? Almost forgot. We dipped and cut the toast into the soft boiled egg. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let me turn off the lights real quick. Oop. See, I turned the lights off, but it's almost like they're still on. Ah! All right. I'll just get this shot right here. There we go. All right, we got our shot for the day. Yes, I've never tried that. That does sound pretty interesting, though. Surprised Bex hasn't showed up. Said hello. Must be getting that last minute Christmas shopping done. think I'd like it. I have to try that sometime. I don't know. I don't know if there's any places that would prepare it correctly though. That's the only thing. Oh, today visiting. Okay. Joseph. It's okay. You don't need to be telling everybody your business. I just figured she was out shop getting the last minute Christmas stuff done. Well, that's okay. I know next Saturday is like a couple days after Christmas, so I know not everybody might be available. That's okay. Got a few more bits than Glenn can finally relax. Yeah. The joys of being in a relationship. We gotta go here, we gotta go there. My goodness, might as well. Do you want to go the whole length of the UK? Yeah, that's all right. That's good. Good for them. So yeah, I know. Like I said, next Saturday, if you're not here, it's okay. It's don't don't sacrifice time with family or whatever to show up in the chat. I'll fly. Well, no, I know Mick will be here because he wants to see the F4 go blasting across the UK. So, but I know some people might have family visiting or whatever. Don't go telling people, well, Uncle B said I had to be here. No, I didn't. He he said if I didn't, he was gonna ban me. No, I didn't. Do what you gotta do. You can always watch the replay another time. It's okay. Don't overeat, Joseph. When you go to your nan's, don't stuff your face and go like, ugh, I can't move. Little bits at a time. Try not to. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. I can't think of anything else that's happening. The problem is you don't know when to stop until it's too late. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you overdo it, and then it's like, oh, I feel like, oh. And then you just go into a food coma. All right, 39 nautical miles to go to get to our next nav point. And you can't lay on. No, you cannot do that. That's for sure. You do that, you're going to be in a lot of discomfort. Okay, now the lights are off. There was like a delay or something. Hmm. So yeah, I'll have to come up with a plan for next Saturday. Like I said, I think we'll start up by Edinburgh or something. I'm sure there's got to be a military base up there somewhere. I'm almost positive there is. If not, we'll just take off from Edinburgh itself. We'll make a couple stops along the way, just probably touch and goes, and then we'll see if we can find someplace cool to land. We may go all the way down to London and then go to Lockheath from there. Go blasting down the Thames, low and fast. Wake everybody up. Drop a bag of coal off at Joseph's house. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. We'll go from Edinburgh down. We'll hit a couple air bases along the way. Just do some stop and goes or touch and goes, and then we'll go down to London. Try to see if I can weasel my way through down the Thames, down through downtown there, and then we'll go to Lockheath. And plenty of base. Yeah, yeah. I'll just try to find something interesting that where you can just kind of hop from place to place to place. I know what you meant. There's bases too, but as well as bases. I may have to put on the countermeasures here as we get closer to Liverpool. So, oh, what would happen if they opened the luggage door? Harden. Oh, okay. Boy, I was totally mispronouncing it. Harden. That doesn't look like that's how it'd be pronounced, but what do I know? Why can't they just spelled it without the extra A and W? I thought it would have been like Warden approach or something like that, where the H and A were silent. But okay, that one threw me for a loop. Now that may not be the correct pronunciation either, because sometimes EasyJet. Yes, I know who EasyJet is. Yes, I know the airline. Do you know the way to San Jose? Do 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 do. I do. I still do. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, although I haven't kept up with any kind of aviation news. I know there was something to do with yeah, that way. Harden is the way, or is it Warden? Harden or Warden? Something happened with these? Are they like going bankrupt or something? I know I heard something about them recently, but I can't remember what it is, to be honest. Both sound good. Okay. I didn't know if I tried to get those things right so that because it's where places where people live, and you know sometimes the spelling throws you off or the pronunciation throws you off though. So what's happened with EasyJet, Amela? Yeah, they are a low cost carrier, kind of like supposedly kind of like Southwest and Ryanair, and a bunch of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I have heard that they are low cost. Although I I don't. My feeling is that low cost doesn't always mean better. Like Frontier Airlines is low cost, but the ticket price is low. But they what they get you on is paying for your luggage. Even if it's carry on, I think they charge you for your luggage. So it's almost like it's not as low cost as you think it is. If that makes any sense. Because I flew Frontier from Vegas to San Francisco, and it is like, even though there wasn't any bad weather or anything, or wasn't like overcast, the pilot didn't like say, "Hey, if you're on this side of the plane, if you look out here, that's you'll see the Sierra Nevadas, or you'll see this or whatever." They don't point anything out. I'm just like, it was like a boring flight. Like, I'm like, why can't you guys like say, "Hey, if you look at on EasyJet, you bring your own seat." Yeah, see, or just sit on the floor and hope to God you make it. uh, that looks like we lost a few people, probably because of my singing. Yeah, that's Kev. That people don't like his singing. Uh, Kev will be live later today, I think, at 2 o'clock. Um, he'll be flying. I think he's doing the Daily Short today. I'm not sure. They did do the Christmas stuff for ATS um, this week, this earlier this week. Um, it was very hard to keep track of. For me at least, it was. It was, because you pick up something and you go through some portal, and it just, yeah, it was. I don't know. All right. So I might be in there later today with him. I don't know what the plan is for flying. All right, our nav point is somewhere up in here. I think we'll fidget with the time once we land and get ready to fly back to Gatwick, so we have some sunshine and all that good stuff. A little light in the sky. Otherwise, you won't be able to see much of anything because it'll be too dark. Actually, what we may do, because this is like just about perfect lighting, I think. There's still a little bit of light in the sky. We're gonna bring it back by about an hour or so, and then we'll let's see. We've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. We can get another flight in. Ooh. Mmm. Well, now, here's a thought. Huh. You know what I could do? Well, I don't know. Hey. Well, we could give it a shot. We could try. And you know what I'm thinking we're going to do? I think. I think what we're going to do is, if you give me a minute, I'm going to hook up the flight stick. We're going to take the F4 back to Gatwick. I like that plan. Fighter, yes sir. We're going to take the F4 from Isle of Man back to Gatwick. Now, it may be a bit dodgy on the takeoff because it's not a very long runway, but I'm going to make it work somehow, some way. What I'll do is I'll sit on the brakes, spin up the afterburners, and then let it go, and then I think we can get in the air and all that. Now, what we can still do, we could still use the VORs because I think you can. There's a way to dial those in if I remember correctly. So that's what we're gonna do. That way, it'll be a much quicker flight. Yeah, there we go. And we can still go through downtown. Now I'll slide the time back just a smidge, but we'll go through downtown London. Wake Joseph up from his nap, drop his bag of coal off, and then we'll land at Gatwick. It may not be the best landing in the history of landings, but we'll see what we can do. All right, we're turning towards Isle of Man here shortly. I think that's what we'll do. It just give me a minute to reset some stuff, plug in the flight stick. Yeah, that'll be fun. It may take me a second to start it up though, because I don't remember how to do it, but I think I can figure it out. All right, let's start our descent into. Ooh, that's too far. All right, vertical speed. Let's get our Open the cowl flaps so that we could use that to start helping us slow down a little bit. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Just to get another flight in, have some fun. Oh, let's turn on that. Now, what we could do we could even mess with the weather once before we take off and just put on just a few clouds, but it shouldn't be too bad for us to fly back. But we'll bring the time back just a little bit and maybe change the weather. Yeah, that's what we'll do, just for the heck of it. Wait, did I misread the distance wrong? I bet you I did. It was 67 nautical miles. It was 37 to the top of descent. I thought it was all right. So that's all right. That's quite all right. All right. So yeah, we have to make sure we gas it all the way up. We have enough fuel left. Let's have a look. Is there a okay, there's London City, so everything is all right. I know what we'll do. From this from our nav point HON right here, we're going to go towards London City because I know from there downtown is easy to find. So we'll screw around here for a little bit and then we'll go to Gatwick and land it. Yeah. But we'll do another flight on Saturday, next Saturday as well. So, yeah. All right, while our plane is descending, I slowed the descent down just a smidge. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. What's the score for his team, Joseph? I need to know. What is it? Are they winning or losing? Or is it tied? Or is it too early to tell? Is it 0-0? What could it be? Tell me, hurry! Uh-oh. They're losing 1-0. Now, what about your team, Joseph? What are they up to? This vocal about if it was West Ham losing. Yep. Still 0-0. Okay, so in theory, they could be losing. You just wait. Wait for what? What is Lamella waiting for? How long does he have to wait? I think the Bears can't win, and Blackhawks can hardly win either. I just picked the. I'll get them back. Well, it's not the wrong teams. It's just the team is picking the wrong coach, wrong players. I was stirring the pot with the Dodger fans the other day on Twitter. Somebody posted a picture of Dodger Stadium, and I said, as a Giants fan, you don't want to know what I think about that place. And this person responded, on behalf of all Dodger fans, I say, I don't think about you at all. And I'm like, and yet here you are. 2 yellow cards. Well, you might as well send off half your team off the pitch then. Come on, Joseph. I mean, I said, honestly, if I had my choice, Pac Bell Park would win every time because it's a classic baseball park design. And somebody brought up Oakland. I said, Oakland was a fantastic place to watch a ball game, but Al Davis ruined it when he came back from L.A. It just turned into a terrible place to watch a game. Well, if your team deserves them, they're going to get them, Joseph. That's just how it goes. Well, not much you can do about it. I think we're going to hold here at 4,000 feet. I think that's a good place. No, it's on Twitter. Somebody posted it, and I was just like, oh. I knew what it was. It was Dodger Stadium, and I was just like, no. I feel as a Giants fan, you don't. No, forget them. So, no, people. Boy, people. I said, I just think that it's not a place that I would want to go see a ball game at, personally. I've heard nothing but horror stories about the area around the ballpark. So, no, actually, I think we can leave these on. All right, should have more than enough fuel to get us the rest of the way. This person says, tell me you envy the Dodgers without telling me. I'm like, I don't envy them. I said, even if they were the last team in California, I wouldn't root for them. But I say, oh hey, if that's your team, good for you. That's not a team I would want to root for. I don't care who they're playing, even if they were playing like they were playing. I know not a lot of people like the Yankees, but I would have rather seen the Yankees win another World Series than the Dodgers. Shit. I think we're overspeeding. Overspeed. Overspeed. Well, they're the baseball version of Raider fans. Honestly, I think they are some of the worst fans in all of baseball. I think they. I know Giants or Raider fans are some of the most violent fans, especially when they were in Oakland. Ooh, they were terrible. Um, so yeah, no, mm-mm. They think that their stuff don't stink because they won the World Series. Yet they don't want to admit that their star player was gambling on baseball and should have been booted off. Oh no, they no. I would have much rather seen the Yankees win a World Series than the Dodgers. Yankees had one job to do. Yep, they sure did. That's what I exactly. They pay that guy off to say you did it and that he didn't know anything about it, so we can keep him on the team. Just take the fall. Yeah, the Yankees had one job to do. They didn't manage to do it. Let me down. Yep. The Yankees got rid of the guy who gave up that grand slam, trade him to the Brewers. Wow. Milwaukee Brewers. Boy. That's almost as bad as getting sent down to the minors. Could have been worse. He could have been sent to Oakland and had to play in the heat in Sacramento because they don't have a stadium for him anymore. They're still got trying to figure out the stuff for Las Vegas, I guess. Well, that's gonna be those poor players are gonna be so miserable up there in Sacramento in the summertime. Oh, that's gonna be brutal. Plus, I'm still of the opinion that the Dodgers should have never been sold to anybody else. They should have been allowed to just disappear out of baseball. If the original owners couldn't manage their stuff financially responsibly, yeah, nope. Do you know the way to Ronald's way? Do 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 do. We'll be talking to Ronald's way. Joseph, don't eat McDonald's today. Da 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 da. Or KFC either. You gonna go to the dodgy McDonald's later here pretty soon there, Joseph? Is that what's gonna happen? Or are you gonna go to the dodgy pub? Or both? You're gonna go to McDonald's first. We got kebab. Ooh, kebab wrap tonight. Mmm. That sounds good. I just go pub. Just go to the pub. Ah. So the dodgy pub it is. Let's see if we can talk to our destination. There it is, right on top. Probably won't stay long. It gets cold of a nighttime. Wow. Well, see if you dress appropriately. Nice warm jacket. All right, let's go to 2000, shall we? Seeing if you play your cards right, you go home with the barmaid. You just tell her, like, I'm a mop salesman. That's what I do for a living. She'd be like, oh, mop salesman. I need a new mop for my house, or for my flat. See, there you go. You got say, I know exactly what kind of mop you need. I got the best mops in all of England. Lifetime guarantee. And you just tell your mom, just tell her I'm a mop salesperson. Yeah. Don't think she's ready for a guy who will wear soda over the bar. It'd be like Radar and MASH. Can I get a grape knee high? Oh boy. Right, you never know. Yeah, we'll do one more flight real quick after this. I think we're going to get one more ad break by the time we get ready to line up. Hopefully that'll be over with. And then we'll... What I may just do for time expediency, I may just spawn in on the runway so I don't have to go through the startup and botch it up. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I just got to get the yoke out the way real quick. There we go, 9 minutes. Almost at 2,000 feet. Ooh, we were just right over the water. Oh my goodness. And the sun's setting. Oh no. That would make for a nice picture, I think. Right there. Oh, it's all tender. The sun's setting. Be surfing soon, yep. So yeah, we'll do one more quick flight. That shouldn't take us very long in the Phantom. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just spawn in on the runway. We'll spawn in on 2.6 since that has the most headwind for takeoff. And we'll skedaddle out of there. I just got to make sure I put enough fuel in before we split to... now, what I may end up doing just to get a little bit more runway to make sure we get up enough speed, I may circle the plane around and get to that very end of the runway because it will probably spawn me in farther down than I want to be. So I think that's what I may do as well. We'll just flip a big UE and then... so I've got everything all set for that. I've got my cord and my flight stick ready. I just got to move the honeycomb out the way. Alright, so our airport should be in sight here momentarily. I see the aisle. Yeah, that way I don't have to worry about the whole startup and all that shenanigans. We can just get going. We'll flip on all the lights and other bits. Well, the sun hasn't gone all the way down just yet, but it's getting there. Big crosswind, seems like. Maybe we'll even shut off one of the engines and see what happens. I can't believe I did that, though. That wasn't even planned. That was like totally by accident. I was trying to get it to go to the auxiliary, and somehow it ended up over off. Big numpty. All right. I kind of think I see the airport coming up there. See if I snooze it, I run out of snoozes. So I'm going to let this play 5 minutes roughly. Okay. Got enough fuel. I can take a big wide turn out back over the water. Actually, we can go ahead and start dropping some flaps, I think. Surprised there's not runway lights, although they may be there once we get a little bit closer. I know the airport is a little bit inland. Spinning, looks good. All right, so we are. So I see, if we look outside, right, we see this little landmass right here. Just on the right in here should be our airport, right? Yeah. So our runway is somewhere right up in here. The airport should be like right up in here somewhere. 21 knot headwind. Ooh wee. All right, we'll fly over the airport. Nice sunset landing here at Isle of Man. Well, thank you all for coming in and hanging out today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If not, you know who to talk to. Just message Joseph Adams and say, I didn't like it. Be very technical in what you didn't like. He's the complaint department. We're going to do one more flight once we land here. We're going to hop over to the F4. We're going to blast out of here and head back to Gatwick. We're going to change the time back a little bit. And we're going to maybe change the weather. We'll see. All right. Where's our airports? Airport is right. Well, okay. Oh, that should be our runway right there. Off the left wing. Right here should be our landing runway. Yep, that looks like it. Ooh, it looks like there's a golf course here too. Look at that. Ooh, that's fancy looking. Yeah. They need to put that in one of them golf games. Go play a round of golf at the Isle of Man. That'd be cool. All right. Yep, that's our runway. So that's the part. We're going to try to come in nice and low. We're going to flatten it out once we come back in over the water. over that away out there somewhere. So, all right, let's fire the autopilot. You guys are gonna watch some ads real quick, and then I'm gonna bring it around here. Watch the ads. I'll keep it on. Oh, thanks, Mick. We should see the airport coming into view again here shortly. All right, that's a golf course. So we use that little outlet there, that little part of land where the golf course is our part of our reference. All right, there we go. All right, there's our runway right there. All right, the ad should be over with. So we want to go. Okay, I kind of see where we want to go all the way out to before we turn in. Landing gear is down. Yep, there we go. All right. All right, let's start turning again. look at the color in those clouds. No, it's all tender and stuff. Mm. Yeah, because when we changed over to the fighter, there's nothing gentle about that. If you get gentle with it, it's going to fall out the sky, I think. There we go. Tell Joseph. Rob didn't fly the plane gently. He was all over the place. That should be our runway lights right there, coming off into the water, I think. That should be it. We'll find out here in a moment. Rob's flying the plane like a big jerk. I don't like it. Alright, flaps all the way down. Well, that massive headwind will definitely help slow the plane down pretty quickly. Okie dokie, Milla. Yep, that's got to be our lights. I'm going to go with that. Whether I'm right or wrong is irrelevant at this point. Let's just see for GP purpose. Let's pull up the little nav map real quick. Oh, look at that. We turned in a little bit early, but we're going to track right onto the ILS approach. I like it. I like it a lot. Not too shabby for flying by the seat of our pants, eh? Now the airport's less than 100 feet in altitude, so... Oh, and it looks like I see a little bit of rain streaks across the window. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Well, you better put your pants on, questions will be asked. Well, if this isn't the runway, I don't know what it could be because it looks like runway lights to me, pointing you into the runway. I think there's a slight crosswind coming in, but it's mainly a massive headwind. I feel like I'm not lined up completely. I'm going to turn to the right a little bit and then come back in on the left. Yep, we were just a little off track there. That's all right, we got time to correct it. Uh-oh. Joseph's team's losing. Ah, see that's karma for talking smack about mixed team losing, Joseph. Mm-hmm. Try to rub it in on Mick. Now you guys got to deal with a 1-0. How much time is left in the match? Are they at halftime or is it second half already? No, damn it. You cursed your team by talking smack about Mick's team. We're in the second half. Uh-huh. That's why you don't never say nothing about somebody else's team. And karma will always get you when you least expect it. All right, there we go. Well, let me focus on landing instead of Joseph being mad about his team. Of course they are. I'm going to give you that false sense of hope, Joseph, that the goal will be disallowed. Well, I'm coming in way low. That's all right. I like it. I had a good plan, and we're going to execute it right now. Joseph, don't be swearing like that. No, that's not going to be allowed. Don't be coming in here getting foul mouthed in my chat, young man. Mm-hmm. No, you didn't. That had to be a grease landing. That has to be greased. Let's see what the judges say. Hold on, let me deny that. No, don't. And the survey says -68. Boy, I thought I did better than that. That's all right. I thought I greased it. That was a very smooth landing. Yeah, I'll get there. Yeah, I thought I did better. But, oh well. What can you do? I blame it on Joseph for throwing me off cursing about his team. Joseph. I can't believe you did that, young man. I thought it was a grease landing, quite honestly, but landing rate monitor said, nah. Oh well. It was still a nice landing, I think. That slight downhill may have goofed me up too. But I'll take it. That was a good flight. Yeah, I'm getting there. Can I turn before you start yelling at me? My goodness. Nag, 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 nag. All right. We'll shut this all down. I'm gonna reset. I gotta unplug the alpha and get my yoke out the way. Unplug the Bravo so I don't get that doesn't mix things up, and then we'll swap over to the Phantom. We'll get one more flight done. That one should take very long. Let's have a bit of fun. We'll be back next Saturday in the Phantom. The Phantom Menace. Phantom Pain. Phantom of the Opera. Joseph and the Phantom. The Phantom and Joseph. See, and look at that. We just had ads and they're already ready to start. My goodness. Look at I just had ads when I was coming in. My God. All right. Well, at least I'll give you something to watch while I change things over real quick. Let's just go ahead and shut that off. An hour 59. Boy, that took a little bit longer. I wonder if beyond the... Yeah, they are. It's like it just seemed like we just had ads. But that was like almost 30 minutes ago. So, yeah, that wasn't too bad, but we'll knock one more out. What the heck? All right, let's see here. Make sure I got that in FS Hub. Hey, I got the flag. Yay, me. All right. Okay, that's closing down. Well, you just missed it, Amela. I thought we had a grease landing, but apparently not. That was not in the cards today, but it was a... Well, plus Joseph swore in the chat. He used a big naughty word. But he said he meant to say a different word. I have my doubts. You're going to have to go over there and straighten him out, Amela. He might need that one-way trip to the Bronx after all. Oh, other way. No, that was the other way. All right. Always misbehaving. Yep, that's Joseph. Boy, is this thing really... Oh, I must have really got it on there. Oh, I know why. It's 1-1 now, finally. See, he was talking smack about Mick's team, and now his team were down 1-0. Boy, I really put this thing on there. Hold on, let me mute the mic. Thank you, Joseph. Thanks, Mick. I muted it so I didn't. He didn't hear all the stuff I was trying to yank this thing off the mount. Boy, it was a pain in the butt. All right. Thank you, Mella. Okay, let's see here. AGNS. Departure. Yep, there we go. To EGKK. And we're going to come in on 26 left. Let's see, we want our. Okay, the nav aids are still showing. Oops. Close. Alright. So we want this one. That one. And we're going to go to London City first. And there we go. Okay. All right. Let's spawn in and change a few things once we get spawned in over there. We're not going up to 22,000 feet. We're going as low and fast as possible. I gotta put make sure I don't get myself tangled up in these cords. They got a mind of their own. Okay. Hey, I can see again. All right, let's make sure all of our stuff is turned on. Let's see. Oh, we got to add some fuel, huh? See, that's what I was afraid was going to happen. We'd spawn in and it's down. It's a little bit farther. So this is kind of where we came in just a moment ago. And I tried to set it down roughly where we're parked at. But I'm going to take off the parking brake and I'm going to swing us around. And uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I think I need a new HOTAS system or something. I think I abused the crap out of this thing when I was flying with it for so long. Yeah, you can see the lights where we just came in. Alright, I think we're lined up just enough. Now, I think... Where's my... Okay, I guess we could use that. Let me see where our... Is there a thing for nav frequency? There it is. Let's see. Our first one is 11410. Let's dial that in. Okay. Landing lights off. Strobe on. Hook bypass field. Recognition lights on. Alright, I think this is as good as it's going to get. Alright. Okay, here we go. And away we go. Ooh, we gotta throttle way back. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why is that still showing? Okay. That was weird. Ooh, we're descending. I don't want to descend. Hey, let's see if we can make it the whole way upside down. Ah. Let's see here. I don't remember how to use the. I know this thing's got an autopilot, I believe, but I don't remember how to use it, to be honest. That's all right. Does it sound okay, Mick? Can you hear everything okay? Everybody kind of went quiet. The sound okay? Is picture okay? Joseph, are you okay? Can everybody hear me? Bueller? Bueller? I think I. Hopefully. I hope. Let me see. OBS didn't screw up somehow. Nope. It's showing a picture and it's showing my thing moving, so I think everybody's kind of like shocked. It says there's 6 people watching, but I don't know. I'm hoping that's legit. Let me refresh the thing again. It shouldn't have ended the stream or anything because I didn't leave the sim. Okay. Well, I'm hoping somebody can let me know that they can hear me. Joseph, can you hear me? Amela? Mick? Anybody? Bueller? Yep. Okay. Thank you. I'm like getting worried. I'm like, uh-oh, something happened. There we go. Sorry, went to get food. Ah, okay. Joseph must have gone to take a nap or get his dinner, tea, whatever. Probably getting fussed at by his mom. Probably getting ready to go to the pub. Now, I know there was a way to turn on the site there, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I've flown this thing that I can't remember all the... That's all right. We'll make it one way or the other. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoying their Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday. don't even have to worry about the altimeter. Oop, up. Oh, come on. Ah, shoot. Mm. Hmm. Is there like a switch for this thing? Hmm. There we go. I was trying to find a thing for the HUD, but it doesn't have a... I was hoping it would have like navigation information, kind of like the HUD on the Tomcat has. That's all right. That's okay. Oh. See what Bex is missing? talking to Cosford. Boy, must be just hauling butt. Let's see. Let's pull up the little nav map. Well, the VFR map, I should say, not the little nav map, but I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Put it over there. How about that? There we go. Now we know where we're going. Well, we're already at Birmingham. All right, from here we're heading to London City Airport, and then we'll fly through the downtown area a couple times, have some fun. Then we'll put this thing on the ground there at back at Gatwick. There we go. Don't have to update the altimeter. Sort Joseph out while you're at it. That might be an impossible task, Camilla. I don't think they can pay me enough money to do that. I'm sure they did. uh, all right. Turning towards. But see, you say that, and I for whatever reason, I hear Two Tone Murphy say, Jesus, in his Irish accent. uh, Have you tried the panel? Oh, I found it, Mick. It's just a very small. It's like a gun sight, really. It's not like a navigational. Like they relied on their instruments and whatever. It's okay. I got something at least just to kind of give me some kind of a reference. Um, no, it's a very basic um, heads up display. But thank you, though. It's been such a long time since I know we've flown this plane before, like seemingly ages ago, but I don't remember all the particular, you know, things, but that's okay. That's why I have the little VFR map up there in the left corner. I was going to keep it up on the right, but I'll put it up there so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. And that'll kind of keep me on track. So we're heading for London City. I don't know the exact distance, but I think it will be there before we know it. Let me see what the fuel's looking like. 88%. Okay. So we got fuel. We're not going full blast yet, so like I tanked this thing. I filled it up all the way. So the switches give you takeoff, flight mode, and all the other info. Oh, let me see what. Let me look down below there. Then talk about this. Let's get this out the way. Okay. Let's see if that fixed anything. No, not really. Well, that's okay. We know where we're going. We got the little navigation map thing, or VFR map. It's not a little nav map, but it'll do for now. Yeah, I could pull up little nav map because it should show. Yeah, see, I didn't go back, or well, we deviated from the other flight plan since we're going to downtown London. Well, that's okay. See, I see EGLC, which is London City. I know that. And then once we get there, we're going to go. We're just going to zigzag our way down the Thames. And then we'll go to Gatwick. Those planes there might be at Heathrow, or one of them's departing, but they're kind of like just stuck at 300 feet. Next to my right knee. Okay, let's see here. That's all for the transponder, I think. That's okay. Yeah, I think I really used the heck out of this flight stick because it wants to drift to the one side or the other. It doesn't want to stay locked on with the view. So that's all right. I'm gonna have to get another kind of a fighter jet sort of system here because the Alpha and Bravo I don't think it's not really meant for a fighter jet. I mean, I could have probably flown it, but it wouldn't have felt very natural, you know. There's this. Oh, that's for this. Okay. That's for the missile system. Um, yeah, that's all right. Ooh, I don't know what that was. I think I was overspeeding or something. Yeah, it does. Although it didn't like this one for some reason. It doesn't like a left turn, but a right turn. Oh, oh, I might be overdoing it. My pilot's starting to breathe heavy. Might be overloading the G's. All right. Let's start getting low here. We're going to find out how nice it turns here shortly, Mick. Get the bag of coal ready for Joseph. Hey, Kev, how are you? Happy Saturday to you. Did you get your coffee? Have you had your. I'm sure you've had more than one cup by now. Are you doing the short flight? Not yet. What? Uh oh. Are you doing the short flight here in a couple hours? I had to go to. Oh, uh oh. That's not a good thing. Snow. Oh. Uh oh. I'm guessing you just got home. Oh, you're the plow guy. Oh. Amongst the other hats you wear working there. So you gonna do the short flight today? Is that the plan, or are you gonna take the day off? I'm doing. Oh, the medium. Okay. I gotta see what the medium is. I didn't even look last night. To be honest, I forgot all about it. All right, here we go. Downtown London. Coming up. There's London City. Whoa. 500 plus miles. Okay. I'll have a look here and see if. What are you thinking about flying? Oh boy, a lot of stuttering. Ooh. Big stutters, big stutters, big stutters. Oof. Oh, that's right. I did look at it after. I remember now. I thought I didn't last night. Well, that was a lot of stuttering. All right, let's call in the Gatwick so we can get this thing on the ground. Wow. Well, we're in a circle around because I'd like to get lined up for the runway. What are you thinking about flying, Kev? Which plane? Tiger. No, come on now. You you are not taking the Tiger Moth 500 some odd nautical miles trip. No, come on. If it was this short, I would believe you. No, that'd take like the rest of the evening. I don't think we'd have enough fuel to do that trip. The glider, yeah, might as well be the glider. Oh, I thought I see. You know, I keep turning this stuff off, and then it just puts itself back on. That's okay. We'll use this to help guide us into our runway there. I turn this stuff off and it just magically finds itself back on. Oh, wait. Why is it going up? No. Shoot. Okay. Whew. I must have tapped something and it just totally went bonkers on me. Yeah, I need a new flight stick, I think. I need something different than this. This worked for many years. It's not a bad bit of peripheral. It's a pretty decent peripheral, but I need something a little bit more solid. I need something newer. You have no clue what to use. Well, I know you won't fly a jetliner, so I won't even mention that. An A320. I don't know. You can use the A320? You're really gonna now? Do you know how to put a flight plan that'll follow, so that way you can just hit the autopilot and not worry about trying to fly an A320, a private jet? Well, we've been flying the Vision jet, but he wants to mix it up. That's the only thing. No, you. Well, you're crazy to try to hand fly an A320 the entire way. That's a lot of work. This is where my landing rate goes through the roof. Well, it says we're still too fast. Well, I turned way wide. We may have to go around. Yeah, we're going to go around. Hey, Fidel Fireman, how are you? Nice to see you. How are you? We're trying to land this jet here. Got a little too cocky and decided to try to fly the Phantom here. Going around. I'm not slowing down, which is kind of weird because I would have thought to. But it's been ages since I've flown this thing, so I could be just totally screwing it up here. Yeah, see, now we're losing altitude. Trying to find the happy medium. I went through downtown London. It was all stuttery, like it was just it was a bit of a mess. But now we had fun. We took the DC-3 from Gatwick up to Isle of Man. That was just under 2 hour flight, and just getting ready to wrap things up here. I think 1 Central, 2 Eastern is when you be ready to go. So I think you're on Central Time, if I'm not mistaken. There in the great state of Texas. Debbie time. Said, who knows if she'll be there today? Well, thank you all for being here. Hopefully, you've enjoyed today's flight. We went a little bit longer than I expected. I thought we would make good time getting over there to Isle of Man. I maybe underestimated the time it would take for us to get there. But it was a good flight. We had some nice weather, sunset. So figured we just do this for a little bit extra fun. So we took off from Isle of Man, headed back kind of the way we came, then flew over London City Airport, and had a bit of, we just blasted our way through downtown, having a bit of fun. Now we're just trying to land this thing if we can. Well, you know, the TBM wouldn't be a bad option. I think that would be a pretty decent flight. I just saw somebody in the TBM 930 there. Still saying too fast, but let's just try put this thing on the ground as best as we can. Ooh, starting to drop out the sky, starting to drop out the sky. Ooh, I thought I greased it there at Isle of Man, but it was a negative 68, I think. That's gonna be a hard landing. They didn't even clap on that one. No, that is gonna be a very hard landing. 350. Oh, firm. Well, there we go. Yeah, you're right, Mick. Can we open the? It says. Right, there's a canopy opening thing there. So where's the opening? Open thing. I thought I had an opening thing. Oh well, that's all right. Well, let me get a picture of that one. Oops. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Ooh, Cessna launch. That is a fast plane. That's got an autopilot system. That's much faster than the Vision jet, that's for sure. The only thing is, I think it's kind of easy to overspeed it. If you don't, because it doesn't have an auto throttle, I don't think. It's you gotta manually control your speed. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Alright, we'll be back next Saturday at the usual time, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. We'll be back in the F4. We'll have some more fun. I'll get the... thank you, Mel. Appreciate it. See if I can figure out the autopilot system a little bit. It's been a while, but that was good fun. Appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving, Christmas. I don't know why I was thinking Thanksgiving. Maybe because I was thinking of smoked turkey. Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it. I will see you all then. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the time with your family, friends, loved ones, animals, whatever your family consists of. Or if you're by yourself, try to enjoy it as much as you can by yourself. You too, Mela. See you next week. We'll go from Edinburgh down to Lock and Heath, but we'll see if we can do some touch and goes along the way. Oops, a little bit farther forward. I'll see you in a little while, Kev. I'll see if I can fly with you. I don't know. I may need to do some stuff. But I'll be in the stream if not. Watch you guys have some fun. I've been flying for quite a while today. Going on 3.5 hours now. Let's see. I know there's a way to... Aha, found it. There we go. Let's get a picture of us here at Gatwick. Really exciting stuff right here. There we go. All right. Alrighty, we'll see you all next Saturday. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday already for some folks around the world. I have been and always shall be your host, pilot, lead singer, and driver of the airplane, Uncle B. Until then, peace. Live long and prosper.